Hello, fellow teachers. My name is Andrew Ramirez, and welcome to my major applied research project presentation. In this presentation, I will introduce to you an emerging trend that I find to be very useful in the classroom. I sure am excited to share with you. Teachers, have you been searching the interweb for an online quiz tool that is better than all the rest? Well, look no further. Quizzes is here. It is an awesome quizzing tool that will get you and your students excited every time you use it. Its key benefits are that it allows you, the teacher, to conduct student-paced formative assessments in a fun and engaging way for students of all ages. Additionally, quizzes can be integrated to your Google Classroom. This means that you can assign quizzes without codes and transfer the results directly into your gradebook, and even email their parents with the results. Students can access quizzes with any device that has internet without even having an account. And oh yeah, did I mention it is free for all users? We'll revisit these benefits and share more with you later. I firmly believe quizzes to be an emerging trend because today our modern education system uses technology to supplement education. The growing usage of digital games and applied sciences into learning environments has affected both the teaching of educators and the learning of students. Game-based learning can be successfully used to improve both learning and teaching, and quizzes does just that. A high-energy game-like approach that disguises itself as a formative assessment tool that obtains information about the class as a whole or the individual student's performance and how well they are understanding the content. The core concept behind game-based learning is teaching through repetition, failure, and the accomplishment of goals. Video games are built on this principle. Games that are planned and designed well will offer enough difficulty to keep it challenging while still being easy enough for the player to win. Game-based learning takes the same concept and applies it to teaching a curriculum. Students are actively learning and practicing the right way to do things, and the result is active learning instead of passive learning. Let's look at the 4 learning elements of game-based learning. 1. Motivation. Games have different levels and provides rewards at each level like badges, points, leaderboards, etc., which help motivate the learner to move forward. 2. Feedback. Feedback in games is almost constant and immediate. Real-time feedback helps learners to know his status and move further to reach their goals. 3. Practice. Game specifies that you need to try to solve or achieve the game goal. And in simple terms, practice. 4. Reinforcement. Repetition strengthens the learner's memory, moreover can replicate the real-world risk in the context, which helps learners retain the information for a long time. So why is game-based learning significant? According to the University of Toronto, using game-based learning tools can help students build an emotional connection to learning and subject matter. It can help provide students with the opportunity for feedback and practice. And lastly, can be customized to be individualized teaching. Let's explore how quizzes fulfills these requirements and more. So what is quizzes? As I briefly mentioned earlier, it is a game-based learning program that turns traditional paper and pencil quizzes into an online self-paced formative assessment game that engages and empowers student learning of all ages in a fun way. Quizzes can be accessed on any device through the web browser, iOS, Android, and all Chrome applications. You can access hundreds of ready-made learning quizzes or create your own. Join as a teacher, pick a quiz, and use the code for a virtual room to give to your students. Alternatively, you can create your own quiz on quizzes, even importing questions from Excel, CSV files, and just a click of a button. Students can use the code to enter and submit a nickname, code name, or a numerical name. Students do not need to have a registered account to play. Perhaps the coolest feature is that now with quizzes you can easily tag questions with state standards and view standards aligned reports. As a teacher, you have access to insightful data and instant feedback. You can even print out or email individual student reports to parents or for use during parent conferences and IEP meetings. Better yet, if your classroom incorporates Google Classroom, you can easily ask students to join by signing in with their Google account with just one click. If you assign a quizzes through Google Classroom, All your data gets updated in your classroom dashboard. You will get notifications when students complete assignments and the responses and grades show. Teachers can choose to make their quiz public or private. Embedded images with your questions, check or uncheck the settings include music. You can even duplicate an existing quiz to save into My Quizzes. A created quiz can have randomized or non-randomized questions. And don't forget the memes. The memes are displayed when students answer a question correctly or incorrectly. They are sure to be a hit with your students. You can also customize your quizzes by creating your own memes. After adjusting your settings, you are now ready to start. Be sure to click Start Game after students have entered the code. Send the game link to students or other teachers to use with their classes by email, website, or social media. You can even set time limits from minimum of 30 seconds to 5 minutes for students to answer each question. This allows more time for complex questions. Students earn points for speed and accuracy. Unlike other sites, both teacher and students can see the questions, answers, and the leaderboard throughout the quiz on their very own device. Most other tools require that the teacher project the answers and the leaderboard on a whiteboard. The leaderboard can be turned off in this tool as well. And what is the best part of this tool? 2 separate classes can play together using this tool. Now, let's see what quizzes looks like in the classroom.
What do you want to tell quizzes?
I like your game so much. I want to spend my recess time doing this, and yeah, hope you have a good life.
So there you have it. Even students want to spend recess, their free time, to play quizzes. But before we wrap this presentation up, let's briefly check out how you, the teacher, can easily access quizzes and what it can do for you.
Quizzes helps teachers save time. Here's how it works. First, create a new quiz, or mix and match millions of teacher-created questions. Next, students play at their own pace, in class or at home. Every learner competes to improve, and retakes are a cinch. While students play, Quizzes handles the grading. Instantly, you see what each student has mastered, know where they can improve, and share their progress with tools like Google Classroom. Find a quiz now. It's free.
So let's review now. What makes quizzes stand out and what are its key benefits? 1. It is student-paced. 2. It's real-time feedback. 3. BYOD, bring your own device, means quizzes is accessible through any device with internet. And 4. Question library. To play a game on quizzes, you can either pick from the library of public quizzes made by the teachers, or create one on your own. Now, quizzes is an emerging trend because it is a game-based learning. It takes an approach where it 1. Motivates students, 2. Provides feedback, 3. Allows students to practice, and 4. Allows for reinforcement. Therefore, quizzes should be implemented in your classroom today. Thank you. Here are the list of my references.